Hello, my name is Brian Vogelsang, and I'm responsible for Enterprise XR at Qualcomm Technologies. Thank you so much for having me virtually at EWTS again this year. While it's been an extremely challenging year for the planet with the pandemic, XR technology has played an important role in helping fight the battle. Now, as you know, XR is the term that the industry uses for augmented and virtual reality wearables. And over the next few days, I think you're going to see many examples of the innovative ways that XR technologies are being used to solve the problems of 2020, as well as a glimpse of where the technology is headed for tomorrow. I would like to spend my time with you today talking about where we at Qualcomm Technologies believe the XR world is headed in the not-so-distant future, how excited we are with the progress we've seen in the industry over the last 18 months, and how we believe that things will really begin accelerating into 2021 and beyond. For those of you unaware, for over 35 years, we have been a technology leader bringing wireless into the digital age and putting the processing in our pockets that has transitioned computing from desktops to smartphones. We've taken those decades of knowledge for mobile and applied it to new areas such as the Internet of Things, automotive, and of course, XR. Qualcomm Technologies is a company driven by innovation. We've spent over $64 billion in cumulative R&D over the past 35 years, and we've been working for over a decade on the unique requirements and challenges in XR. Early XR research began in 2010 when we opened our first AR R&D center in Austria. That same year, we broke new ground in smartphone AR with an SDK which became Vuforia. And in 2014, we brought that technology to digital eyewear in collaboration with early headset pioneer ODG. And with VR, in 2015, we began developing a reference design in SDK for a fully wireless standalone headset, which became the blueprint for early 3DOF headsets like Pico's Goblin and Oculus Go. Since then, our investments have only accelerated, with R&D focused in the areas of computer vision, graphics processing, artificial intelligence, wireless connectivity, and XR perception technologies. We have enabled an ecosystem of hardware manufacturers, operators, component and technology suppliers, and enterprise solution providers to develop and optimize on our Qualcomm Snapdragon XR platforms. One way we do this is by creating device blueprints or reference designs that can enable our manufacturer customers to launch new products with the latest technology more rapidly. And through our XR Enterprise program, we also collaborate with the solution providers who are bringing the software solutions that create real value with the hardware in the enterprise. This program launched last year with 25 members and has grown to over 50 over the last 12 months, with PTC being one of the latest additions. Qualcomm Technologies sits in a unique position in this ecosystem by defining the chipsets and technology that will power and connect the next wave of XR devices, working with hardware and technology suppliers years in advance of those products becoming commercially available. It's a unique spot to be in, and we can't be more excited about the innovation coming in the next 12 to 36 months, and are thrilled to be working with our partners to help make their visions a reality. As you know, today the Enterprise XR segment consists of standalone VR, standalone AR headsets, sometimes referred to as mixed reality, and assisted reality glasses that provide more of a heads-up display versus full augmentation. Standalone, or mobile VR, is of course a completely untethered experience, requiring no PC, fully immersing the user in the enterprise application. This portability has unlocked many of the promising use cases, like skills training and immersive learning, collaboration and remote work, health and wellness, and data visualization. We believed years ago that virtual reality was meant to be mobile and untethered. We helped create this standalone VR segment with our first reference design in 2015 and collaborated with partners like Facebook on Go and Quest, Pico with the G2 and Neo, Lenovo with the Mirage series, and HTC with Vive Focus. And we're now seeing the accelerated adoption of VR in the enterprise enabled by these truly mobile headsets. In December of last year, we launched our first XR purpose-built premium tier chipset, the Snapdragon XR2 platform. The XR2 is the first platform capable of supporting 5G and delivers significant performance improvements compared to the previous generation, including 2 times the CPU and GPU performance, 4 times more video, 6 times higher resolution, and 11 times AI improvements. And we are excited that our customer Oculus is now shipping their newest product, the Quest 2, powered by the Snapdragon XR2 platform. Quest 2 has the highest resolution display yet in any Oculus headset, with 50% more pixels than the original Quest, increased graphics and AI processing power, and a slimmer profile, so it's even more portable and easier to wear. And with Oculus for Business, you can manage and secure a large fleet of devices with enterprise-grade hardware and software support. Standalone AR wearables sit on a spectrum, from assisted reality, monocular glasses that act as a heads-up display with a wearable camera like Google Glass, Vuzix, or RealWear, to much more immersive binocular AR headsets that blend our physical reality with the virtual, overlaying augmentations that can better connect us, enhance our performance and capabilities, and even give us superpowers like the HoloLens 2, Magic Leap, Shadow Creator Gmo, or Lenovo ThinkReality A6. We still have a ways to go to move from AR headsets to AR glasses that achieve mass adoption, but Qualcomm Technologies and the industry are working tremendously hard to get us to our lightweight, all-day wearable, high-resolution AR future. So where is the wearable XR technology headed? XR devices will continue getting lighter weight and more comfortable, with higher resolution displays and optics that can augment more of our reality, working seamlessly indoors and out, and sensors that track our bodies and map the real world using 5G for high throughput and low latency connectivity. These devices will not appear overnight, but will continue to incrementally evolve year over year with higher performance, sleeker designs, much like smartphones have over the last decade. We believe that AR glasses have the potential to become one of the world's most ubiquitous and disruptive technology platforms. This shift will move us from 2D computing with our heads down in our smartphone displays to one where screens disappear and the world becomes our desktop. This is not just a transition in form factor, it's a transition to immersive or spatial computing, where the digital and the physical blend together, creating a new reality. So how are we going to get there? One of the first steps we will take is tethering the AR glasses to the smartphone. Tethered AR glasses, or viewers, are lighter and more compact because the processing needed to make the viewers useful is done on the 5G smartphone it's connected to. The first wave of AR viewers is already available from companies such as Nreal. Their glasses, Nreal Lite, are just 88 grams, are foldable, highly portable, and have spatial sound and high-resolution 1080p displays. They are launching now in South Korea and are working with smartphone OEMs and mobile operators around the world like LG Plus, KDDI, and Deutsche Telekom, building an ecosystem of developers and content for both consumers and enterprise. And because they are connected to a 5G smartphone powered by Snapdragon, this allows the user to bring the 2 million plus Android 2D applications from the smartphone ecosystem into the AR world. Viewers are wired today using USB-C, but with the introduction of Wi-Fi 6 and 6 GHz spectrum, we'll see AR glasses and smartphones in our future capable of cutting the cord. Wi-Fi 6E brings lower latency and higher throughput, plus 6 GHz frequencies that offer new unlicensed spectrum with greater capacity. So how can these AR viewers be used in the enterprise? Well, Deutsche Telekom is one operator who is bringing AR glasses tethered to smartphones to the business markets. AR Field Advisor is a spatial computing solution for remote field service. In December of last year, Deutsche Telekom showcased a preview on Nreal glasses, enabling remote support for field service engineers on cost-effective AR hardware. To use AR Field Advisor, the technician puts on their Nreal glasses and plugs them into a smartphone enabled with a Snapdragon 5G mobile platform. They see a spatial computing interface that enables them to call an expert who sees what the field technician sees, and using real-time spatial mapping technology, maps the environment in detail, enabling the remote expert to provide annotations directly on the surface of objects seen through the eyes of the technician. And Spatial have brought their world-leading holographic collaboration platform to Nreal glasses. With Spatial, enterprise users can work or interact with anyone, anywhere, as if they're sitting next to each other, using lifelike avatars and knowledge work tools, unlocking a new level of productivity not confined by space. In February, Spatial, Qualcomm Technologies, Nreal, and leading operators LG Plus, KDDI, and Deutsche Telekom announced they are collaborating to bring Spatial's 5G-optimized application to business users this year. And as you can imagine, the pandemic is accelerating this transition to more collaborative remote work enabled by solutions like Spatial. So when will we get to standalone AR glasses? We will finally transition from standalone AR headsets and wired and wireless AR viewers to lightweight, comfortable, affordable, all-day wearable standalone AR glasses That's the ultimate destination. But in the short term, there are some technology headwinds. Earlier in my presentation, I mentioned that Qualcomm Technologies sits in a unique position in the ecosystem, working closely with manufacturers on next-generation designs, but also with component and technology suppliers. It will take new advancements in hardware, software, and machine learning, as well as this ecosystem working together to overcome these headwinds. Some of the technical challenges that need to be resolved for AR glasses to reach to their full potential are higher resolution displays and new optics architectures that can augment a larger part of the world and are usable outdoors in varying weather conditions and at different times of day. Display and optics are viewed fairly universally as the biggest challenge. Wide area, high speed, low latency connectivity, always-on motion tracking and user sensing like eye and hand tracking, and world sensing, so the glasses can map and understand the world around us, are also critical to achieving the right user experiences. All of these need to run as a system at low power, less than 2 watts for all-day battery life with years of recharging, and use passive cooling, no fans, at an affordable price point and a lightweight form factor that is less than 50 grams for comfort. So what role will Qualcomm play? Much like we were there to help manufacturers and the technology ecosystem resolve similar problems in the early days of smartphones, Qualcomm Technologies is here together with our partners in the ecosystem to help accelerate the pace of innovation in AR smart glasses. We have a three-pronged approach for the near future. One, we will continue to innovate and commercialize boundless XR over 5G. This technology uses distributed processing between the XR device and computing at the edge of the 5G network to split the rendering, allowing the 5G network to take on the heavier workloads, reducing power consumption on the device, and leveraging the network to enable a richer user experience. Two, we will also continue to push the boundaries in AI. AR glasses will use artificial intelligence to perceive and contextualize the user and their surroundings, understanding the environment they're in and the objects and people around them. For privacy and security reasons, this information will need to be processed close to the source. By hardware accelerating AI execution and inference workloads in the AR glasses versus the cloud, we can enhance the user experience and protect the privacy of the user and the people around them. And finally, we will continue to invest in industry-leading, purpose-built chips, wireless, and perception technology, using our scale and position in mobile to drive innovation and growth. And we'll continue to iterate together with our ecosystem partners, including in open standards, to make constant forward progress. I mentioned earlier that in December of last year, we announced the world's first 5G XR platform, the Snapdragon XR2. This chip will be a catalyst for next-generation AR experiences in 2021 and beyond. But it isn't just Qualcomm Technologies. It's the world's leading technology companies and open standards that are going to bring us all to this new reality. We look forward to you joining us in this journey. Thank you, be well, and have a great show.